But hey, Tom, we're here tonight to discuss yet another sneak preview movie that I went to go see. And thanks, as always, to the Texas Horror Cult for sending me this invite. And this was at the Alamo Draft House. Tom, you're a big fan of this place, aren't you?
I mean, I haven't went in years, and I thought they shut it down.
They did, and then I don't know what happened, but I'll tell you now, man. They charge an 18% gratuity on their things because they bring you the popcorn, they bring you the beers or whatever. But
I mean, yeah, if they fucking drink as much as you do, they want to make sure they're going to get something out of running back and forth.
well, I tip. I fucking tip, but. Luckily this time I ordered 2 beers right off the bat, because usually I drink 2 beers during the movie and it's like, hey, who the fuck wants to wait?
I mean, Alamo Draft House, that's like $72 right there.
Yeah. And Lisa had to get a soda. Ugh. And then we got some popcorn, bottomless popcorn. You can refill it, Tom. And usually
the $52 bottomless popcorn.
Yeah, usually we do, but they brought our beers and the movie started and like other people are getting their shit like, hey, where's the fucking popcorn? So did the little note thing and put the note there. Popcorn? ? Took an hour for somebody to come and even look at that thing. Oh, you want to order popcorn? No, I want the popcorn that I already ordered. Oh, okay.
I don't really want it anymore now that I have fucking...
Well, 20 minutes later, they bring this popcorn. I'd already had another note on there that said popcorn, I didn't put popped corn as it's supposed to be called because I didn't want to confuse them even further. They, whatever. But, who gives a fuck about good service? We're already charging them a gratuity. And hey, there's a thing if you want to add extra on here. No, I don't want to add extra, and I would have probably gone and bitched about it. I'm not the bitching sort of guy. I do that on the podcast, but yeah, Alamo Draft House used to be a pretty cool thing way, way back. Would drive from Corpus to Austin to go see some of their special events. One of the coolest ones was the Bubba Hotep, going to see that. It wasn't showing anywhere. But now they show the same shit as everybody else does. All, AMC, they do special events too. They do secret screenings. They do shit like that. They serve beer now. Cinemark, same thing. There's nothing really special about Alamo Draft House except for maybe their pricing is very, very special. I do not recommend.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays, Alamo Draft House is good if you want to go to if you're a fucking snitch.
Yeah.
Like, that's the audience.
Tell on somebody. That's our thing here.
So if you want stitches, head to the old Alamo Draft House.
Yeah. 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 I've never had bad service at an Alamo Draft House, but then again, I never had an automatic gratuity either. So I think that definitely adds to them. Like, hey, who gives a shit? We already got our tip money, motherfuckers.
Well, I mean, have you ever had great service at an Alamo Draft House? I mean,
No.
at the beginning, it was a fun novelty. Like, ooh, I can have food and drinks brought to my fucking chair. But it's a clumsy, awkward situation for everybody.
Yeah. And I don't care. They don't serve hot dogs there anymore. And what kind of theater doesn't serve hot dogs? Their popcorn is good if you can get it in time, which I didn't this time. But anyway, Tom, A24, baby. This is
You saw an A24 movie?
Another A24 sneaked preview, Tom.
Let me ask you this, Joe. A lot of black t-shirts there?
I wasn't paying attention to what anybody was wearing, but
Joe.
No.
If you would have paid attention of what people were wearing, maybe you wouldn't feel like such a mo right now. Can you show everybody what shirt you're wearing?
See, this is what I was wearing.
This is what I'm wearing. This is what I wore today, Joe.
What pricks? Hey, let's wear the same shirt so we can be twinsies. The
And a couple of fruits.
Boy Cowboys are gay. Who you? Not that there's anything wrong with that. No, I did see one guy walking by me, and he had a pretty cool Phantasm shirt. I say, "Hey, good, nice shirt, bro." Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, go order another few shirts from that same website, please, please.
Sorry, you'll be rolling in dough in a week
Yeah, yeah, I hope so.
till your roof blows off the next fucking day.
So anyway, Tom, Bring Her Back is the movie that I saw tonight, and it's directed by the same guys that brought us the movie Talk to Me. The movie that I liked last time I saw. It's pretty good. The only thing is it was Australian, I think. This time, Tom, it takes place in Australia. Yeah. So the movie starts, and lest we get too far into this, this is a very spoiler heavy review, as all our sneaked previews are very spoiler heavy. So if you don't want to hear about this movie, turn down the noise and just look at us. There's a mute button there. Just look at us. Just give us the click and look at us anyway. All right. You're already 8 minutes in at this point, so fuck it. Fuck. Okay, so this starts out with a little girl. She's at the bus stop. She hears some other girls talking, turns around and starts talking to them. But like her eyes are kind of weird. And like, is this girl blind? Yep. She's blind. Her brother's like, hey, what are you doing? Come on. It's like, hey, did they like me or not? Looks over. They're already making fun of her. Yeah, but fuck them girls. They're stupid. Anyway, and takes her home, and like that's establishing, hey, this is her brother. She looks Asian though. He doesn't look Asian. He looks Australian or maybe New Zealand. I don't remember where. Those countries are the same anyway. They talk the same. So they go home. And like, what's going on? Like, there's some crazy noises up in the bathroom where dad's taking a shower. Their dad is having a heart attack in the shower, Tom. And it's like, they stole this story from Tim Gross because this exact thing happened to him. He falls over in the shower, and they're trying to, like, I don't know. They don't know shit about CPR in Australia, so they don't know what to do. They call the ambulance. Too late. Dude's dead. This didn't happen to Tim Gross. They took this Tim Gross story one step further. And, well, shit, they're both underage, so what are they going to do now? Well, they're going to go to a fucking foster home is what they're going to do. He's going to turn 18 in 3 months, so maybe he can be, get guardianship of her. But in this time, they got to go stay with a foster home. And hey, it's fine because the person they're going to stay with actually worked as a caseworker for a long time. So she could be pretty cool, right?
I would, I would assume if somebody raised a foreign bear, they'd have to be all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so this caseworker, at the beginning of the movie, they show this video of like some sacrifice or some shit taking place. Okay. What are you eating? God damn it. It's a dog, man. I tell you, bringing in sticks and shit. So she's already got somebody there under her care. It's a foster kid, and this kid looks kind of weird,
It's because the kid's a bear.
He's got a shaved head, and he's got like real bug eyes and shit. Looks kind of like he's got a midget head. Like he's a kid with a midget head. You know what I'm talking about, don't? pretend you don't, and well, this kid doesn't talk, just acts kind of strange. And it turns out this caseworker, well, Tom, she had lost a child not too long ago of her own, a blind child
I hope she finds it.
at that, and so the house is already set up for blindies, so that's cool,
Bats, that's what I call them.
Yeah, they go by sonar, Tom. You know that, right? They got that. What's Daredevil call it? His radar sense. Yes. But no, this girl doesn't have special powers. But maybe this little kid that she's already got there with the midget head, maybe he does. Because there's something odd about this guy, Tom. Something very odd.
Besides his head?
Yeah.
Okay.
He just acts strange. And well, this lady's being very nurturing to the little blind girl, but not so much about the older brother. Kind of get the sense that she doesn't want him there. And well, he's going through his own shit. Turns out he's like, oh shit, he started pissing the bed at night. What's going on? They've got an empty pool there, and that's not cool for a blindy around. It's like, that's not cool for anybody. Anybody could have an accident. Just dangerous shit, Tom.
It's definitely not cool if you wanted to go for a night swim.
Worst movie of the year that year. But where the hell was I? You threw me off at that night.
The fucking pool was empty, and it's a safety hazard.
But those pools weren't empty, Tom. Unlike night swim, these pools are empty. So, yeah, whatever. This guy's, like, something's up, right? There's something's up. We see her, like, we're watching a video, Tom, of another strange ritual where, like, somebody goes and, like, and there's subtitles like, hey, what they're doing here is this person is absorbing the spirit of a dead person and putting it into a new person so that dead person can come back to life. Is that what this lady's doing? Well, fucking obviously. There's no subtext or, nothing's hidden. We know what this lady has this blind girl there for. She wants to bring back her blind daughter and put her spirit into this new foster kid. She wants to bring her back, Tom.
Why couldn't she get a kid with working eyes?
I know, right?
That would,
that would have been cool to do for her daughter. Instead, let's curse her with the fucking, put her in the body of a dead blind girl. Yeah, I don't.
Pulls the soul out from the nether realm just to. Oh, I'm fucked
again.
I mean, I could see in the afterlife. Now I'm back in hell.
Or as Tom would say, in the afterlife, because he loves that fucking band.
The cherry poppin' daddies.
That's them.
All pedophiles. That's why their name was said.
Well, it turns out this lady's like setting the brother up, because she's like, the brother's like, while he's asleep, she's sneaking in there and like pouring piss, her own piss on his fucking crotch, so he can think that he's been doing that, And also one day she just like goes to the blind girl's bed.
Let me ask you this, Joe.
Knocks the fuck out of her, Tom. And
hold on.
Like, what happened? She blames it on the brother.
Hold on, Joe.
Yeah.
The scenes where Paddington's mom sneaks into the room to pour piss on this kid's dick. Is it funny?
No.
She like tiptoeing with like a little milk jug full of piss and ahoy, mate.
And I was trying to think, where's this lady from? I've seen this not attractive lady in movies. Oh, that's right. She was in Paddington, and she fucked a fish man too, right? It's the same lady.
That's correct, Joe.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, oh man, Tom's gonna love this because it's part of his favorite movie, Paddington in Peru.
Paddington in Peru. Remember that song, you fucking
No,
pricks?
uh-uh.
We'll get back to this piss mongering bitch.
Okay, well, she's trying to set up the brother to where, like, man, he's just violent, and we need him to get the fuck out of here. It's like we need him removed from the situation so we can do this whole sacrifice bit already. But well, I mean, he knows something's up, and that shit ain't working. He's already fucked up by like. At one point, the lady takes the blind girl. She goes and plays some weird blind sport, done with sound, and they like throw a fucking soccer ball towards the sound or some kind of weird shit, man. I'd never seen it before, but I guess they're better to the blind in Australia, New Zealand, wherever this takes place, than they are here in the U.S. of A. But no surprise there. Shit, man. Okay, so while she's gone, he notices that the crazy, weird, big head kid is like pounding on a window. It's like, well, what the fuck? She left her locked up in her room. So he goes and lets the dude out, and it's like, hey, I know you don't talk, but maybe you can write some stuff down, and like, here, let's eat some fucking honeydew melon and bond, or maybe it was a cantaloupe, same shit. Cuts it off, and hands it to him at the end of a knife, like a big butcher knife. Here you go, buddy. Like, here, just take this off of there. And the guy just grabs the knife and starts chomping on it, Chomp. So he turns around and it's like, I don't know, rummaging through dishes. And then he starts hearing like, oh, fuck, this kid's just biting into the knife and shit, fucking up his mouth. The effects look pretty good on this, Tom. Look pretty good, and it's just like, yeah, that's not pleasant. But here's the joke. They gave us some dental floss, some bring her back dental floss, A24 on the other side. It's just the little giveaway thing. I hadn't opened it up to see. Yeah, it's dental floss.
Joke, you open it up and it shoots a poison dart out at you.
That would have been cool. But no, it doesn't. And well, shit, it goes crazy from there. It's like, hey, this lady's already fucked up enough by letting this kid here. We need to get this sacrifice going. Need to get him out of here. And yeah, she does. The lady ends up killing this dude. Running over the caseworker that he brings over to like show her like, hey, no, some crazy shit going on here. You need to come and see. Like, no, I need to do this sacrifice shit. She almost plays it off, but then no, like she slips, and this lady's like, what's wrong with you? What you doing? What you doing wrong here? I said, no, okay, we got to. We got to bring back old Kathy. There's a way that I can do it. You just need to fuck off and like everything. Oh no. We're gonna get the authorities involved. And then she's like, as she's going to her car, she just like fucking rams her, kills her, and then kills the boy too. Like he's hurt in that car. Like he got hit by the car too, but he's not dead. So she just like fucking buries his ass in the mud, to drown him. And that's what she needs to do, because the thing is, Tom, her daughter died by drowning, and you have to kill the other person that's going to take that spirit in the similar way. So she needs to drown this girl, and she does. She's like holding her down in the water and shit because it's raining, so the pool is filling up with rainwater. Yeah, this is where the logic of this, even though it's kind of a supernatural shit, it just kind of goes in it. Like she's holding her down, and the girl's just yelling, no. Already obviously fucking swallowed water, probably like killed some brain cells, but no, she was just playing a rope-a-dope, Tom. aha, and when she pulls her up out of the door, she says, mommy, just freaking her out. And they're like, oh yeah, it worked. No, it didn't, bitch. I tricked you. You got tricked by a blind girl. And tries to hightail it out of there, but she's blind, Tom. So she's
She
not
runs
gonna
into
run
a tree.
into it. Yeah, she runs into. So this is where it's
It's like
funny.
on The Simpsons, there's a bunch of fucking rakes all over. She
Yeah,
boom,
yeah. There's like a
boom.
lamp that she boom knocks herself out, or like there's a ledge and then she fucking falls over. So yeah, laughing at blind people. The climax at this is you're gonna get some laughs. Uh, and then
Was it meant to be funny?
no, I don't think so. But I'm just a prick, and I like laugh at other people's pain and sorrow and disabilities.
Yeah,
And
you like laughing at disabled children.
yeah, I guess I do, Tom, because I laughed at this. All right. How about that, motherfucker? I laughed. Uh, and then yeah, like so the shit didn't work. The whole ritual didn't work, and that kid that she kidnapped, and he's the one that's possessed. You know, that was his job, to transfer the spirits, the demon inside him, or whatever the fuck entity it was, needed to transfer spirit. Now that didn't work, well, what's he do? Well, fuck, he's just wandering around, and it's like, wait a minute, there's a circle around this whole house. I've been trapped in here the whole time. He gets out of the circle. Cops finally fucking show up and do their job. The blind girl wanders away, and the mom's just like laying in the pool all sad with her daughter, her real daughter's body that she had in the freezer. Uh, it didn't work for her, Tom, and I guess we're supposed to feel some sympathy for her. Yeah, you lost your kid and you went crazy and shit, but then you tried to kill somebody else, you bitch. And that's not
Why'd she have her daughter's body in the freezer?
because she was saving it to do this transference thing, you know?
Why would she need the body?
Um, Yeah, why the fuck did she need the body? Oh, because shit, they needed to get the soul out of that body and put it into the new body.
But I mean, isn't like the thing when you die, the soul leaves the body and the body's just a husk?
Not in Australia or New Zealand, Tom, because it's the opposite side of the world. Rules are different there. Did you know you flush a toilet and the water goes the other way?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Uh, this movie, it's not as good as Talk to Me. It's not bad. It's got some cool shit. The gore effects, and there's a lot of gore in it, which Lisa didn't like that. The gore is good. This the kid that's possessed, the kid that she's using for the whole transference shit. They, you know, when he fucks up his teeth. Yeah, I mean, it is a application, as you would call it. It's like some Bubba teeth that you would buy in a fucking 50-cent vending bin, but they look good. And they keep them all wet and shit. They don't look all dry and fake, except for some shots. It's like, it's sticking out a little too far, but it looks good. The contacts they're wearing, they look good. Um, and then all the cuts and shit that people get, the strips of flesh that are being pulled off, that shit looks good. The story's got some pacing issues, and then it's got some logic issues. I guess if you're gonna put logic into a possession story, and like I don't even think blind people are real. I've never met a blind person. Have you?
I have.
Oh yeah. Whatever, you fucking liar. So yeah. I mean, I think this movie. I think people are gonna rave about it, Tom. I think the horror community is gonna be a god damn. You gotta see. Oh, they knocked it out of the park with this, the gore. Oh man, the story. Oh, it is the best horror movie of the year. You're gonna get a lot of that. It's not. It's good. Uh, I liked it. If everything else sucks, it'll make a list, but I don't think everything else I'll watch this year will make a list. Maybe it'll make the top 10 list I do with the genre core, it's called now. But no, it's not going to make our top 3 with 2 honorable mentions list.
We do a top 5 with as many honorable mentions as you want, Joe.
Yeah.
Have been drinking, though.
I know, Tom. I know. It is a Thursday.
Yeah, I don't, I'm sure you're leaving something out because of the alcohol abuse and all, but, I'm just confused on why she would have the body if she needs to transfer the soul. Because, I mean, even in cartoons, you see, like, the ghost floating out of the body as soon as they die, so
Well, I mean, you can break that rule because this isn't a cartoon. This is a live action. So,
yeah, but, I mean, that doesn't make sense right there. I'm just saying the logic of the soul leaving the body when you die, that's, common belief of people who believe in that kind of thing, so I don't understand why I'm just keeping this fucking bitch in the fridge.
but there was a scene at the where they go to the kid's dad's funeral, right? And she mentions something. It's like, hey, the body can't be released until you kiss it. You have to kiss it so it can go off. I mean, you have to look at it. It's tradition and whatever. And so maybe Tom, she never kissed her daughter's forehead or lips or whatever.
That's even worse.
Well, yeah, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, that's what they did.
So, this is a horror remake of Never Been Kissed then.
Yeah,
Terrific.
one of your favorites. That was your top movie of 1994, I think.
Shit, it's still my top movie of 2025.
Mm.
I like the erotic version, Always Been Pickle Kissed.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Sucking dicks.
Thanks for checking out the show. We hope you dug it, baby. If so, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe and let us know down below. Support Tom and Joe by heading over to dwnproductions.net and fastcustomshirts.com. Until next time.